Hey, it's Gina at Tarot and Time here in Kent, Connecticut, here to give you a tarot and astrology reading for the week ahead of August 16th. So I hope you had a great Scorpio weekend. This video comes out on Sunday, so you still will have the moon in Scorpio until about 11 o'clock tonight. So make the most of it. Deep emotion, intensity. I think it's a fabulous time, so enjoy it. So Monday we'll start off the week in Sagittarius, the moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is always thinking ahead, thinking about the bigger picture, questioning everything, and also likes to have a lot of fun. So a fun start to the week, kind of savoring the last week of the sun in the sign of Leo. So Leo is the heart, right? I was reading about it being like the spine and the heart chakra, and really shining out our love into the world. And so really, you know, it's summer. I'm thinking of it, I feel like even though we do get more summer weather here in Connecticut, the energy shifts. And as the sun shifts into Virgo, which it will be there on Sunday, the energy kind of shifts into more details, a little bit less of the full-blown summer fun, and moving a little bit more into health as you start to feel the season change, thinking about dietary changes that you need to make because you know the cold weather's coming. So, you know, thinking about how much fruit you're consuming and how much liquid you're consuming, and as the season changes into late summer and our bodies start to condense more, we need to clean up our diet a little bit. So Sagittarius moon Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then the moon's going to go into Capricorn. So a great time to start focusing a little bit more on work or about the big picture of what brings you, what's in your treasure chest, kind of like what's important to you, what's of value to you, where do you want to put your energy. So we will have the moon there until about early morning on Friday, and then it's an Aquarius moon weekend. So personally, on an Aquarius moon weekend, I like to just do whatever I feel like doing. Aquarians is the Fool card in tarot. It's seen walking off the cliff and the path appears. So might be a good time to just kind of have some spontaneous fun, see where life takes you. So on Sunday, the 22nd, we're going to have a full Aquarius moon. I talked about in the month ahead how this is called a seasonal blue moon, which happens once in a while, not as rare as a blue moon, but this will be our second Aquarian full moon in a row. So usually that doesn't happen. And so it's kind of almost like a redo. And since Aquarius rules friends and large groups of people and humanitarianism, really forward, genius, scientific, logical thinking. So I like to look back at what was going on last month on the full moon. That's why I love journaling, even just taking down a few notes on a calendar. What was going on then? It's almost like a redo. So take advantage of that time. The full moon will happen at 8:02 a.m. here on the East Coast, and then right after the full moon peak, the moon will go into Pisces. So right out of that Aquarian, humanitarian into Pisces, just kind of almost loses its ego and wants wellness for everybody. So the sun is also going to enter Virgo that night. So we're going to have Mercury in Virgo, how we communicate in a very detailed house of health, or in a sign that rules the house of health. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, just like Gemini is. And so Gemini is an air sign ruled by Mercury, very quick talking. I have a Gemini moon, so quick. Where I think of Virgo, in my opinion, Virgo's an earth sign, but it's also ruled by Mercury. So I feel like as much as Gemini communicates whatever it's thinking, what it wants, Virgo to me feels more like your body talking to you, your what's healthy for you, those messages that are coming up. So pay attention to that. We'll have Mercury in Virgo. We will have Venus actually entering Libra this week on Monday, one of the signs it rules. So Libra wants the balance of wellness for everyone else, but Venus wants you to take care of yourself. So please make sure that you're taking extra care of yourself, especially as we move more into this Virgo season. And taking care of yourself looks a little different for everybody, but I like it to look like sneaking away and taking a bath or a swim or doing something where you can fully relax, where you don't have to care for everyone else all the time. And even for small little increments is good, because then you can go back to it and it starts almost this pulsation of like, okay, work and then nurture myself, go back into life, nurture myself, and finding that balance. All right, so one of the other things I just wanted to talk about, we have Mercury close to Mars conjunct. So there's definitely going to be you're going to want to communicate, you want to take action. There's going to be a lot of forward movement in that regard. Uranus is in the sign of Taurus, and so I'm imagining Uranus, that lightning bolt, that insight, that sudden change in the sign of money. So envision it going your way, envisioning it just into your hands. And yeah, I guess that's all I want to talk about astrology for the week. I'm sure there's a lot more going on, but we're going to jump right into the cards. I'm using the Sun card here just to kind of savor the last week of the Sun in Leo. So remember, with the full moon coming on Sunday, on about Thursday, Friday, I'd be getting that moon water out. I made a video, it's on YouTube, and it's just about how to make moon water. It's pretty simple, but just give it a listen and start getting your practice down, following the moon cycle and being really aware when the moon is full and when it's in the new moon stage. So now on the full moon, it's a great time to look at all those wishes that you made on the new moon and really give thanks for the things that you have received, and then get a clearer picture for the next new moon, what other wishes that you want to make. So pile number one, we have this beautiful Sun card, and this is from a new deck. You can thank Patty Kitson, one of our readers, that she brought these into our lives here. The Elemental Wisdom Tarot, new one that we have in stock. It's gorgeous. And then the other one by the same company, I think it's called Taroteca Studio. You've seen me working with the, what is it called? The Dark Mansion. So this is the Sun from the Dark Mansion Tarot. And then pile number three is coming out of the Light Seers, the Sun. Okay, so pick your pile, let's get started. Okay, I'm here with pile number one, this beautiful Sun card from the Elemental Wisdom Tarot. So joyful. All right, working with a couple decks here. I've got the Dark Mansion, the Elemental Wisdom, and then the Before Tarot, which had this yellow back on it. This is like a version of the Rider-Waite a minute before the original pictures. Let's see what we need for you to know this week ahead. And you're starting out with the Knight of Swords. Full speed ahead, very much Mercury to me. And with so much Mercury activity, getting out there, speaking your mind. Let's see what else we've got. Got the Justice card. So this is a Libra card. We know that Venus is going into Libra. It looks like there's a contract here. There's a sword held. There's these scales being balanced. So maybe you're going to move ahead with some kind of contract, or maybe it's a marriage contract. Make sure that you're being kind to yourself with Venus and Libra and not just focused on everyone else. How can you nurture yourself? How can you care for yourself? Oh, and the Hermit just fell out here. And he's really focused on himself. He's Virgo. He's searching for his path of truth. Isn't he a cool hermit? And so that's the Dark Mansion one. So the Hermit's coming down here in the foundation position of the reading. He wants you to make sure you're caring for your well-being and that you're being true to you, not just being pushed into situations. Okay, we have behind the scenes, we have the Empress back here, Venus. Beautiful. Coming in the background position. Here's the moon. I love this moon card because her head is the moon. It's pretty wild. So the moon is really telling you to trust your intuition. If you have certain feelings, especially if there's a contract being written here, if you have a feeling that something's off, please trust that, because the moon can rule secrets. And so make sure that you trust that if you feel something, there may be something to what you're feeling. The Empress is there to just kind of give you an ease to the whole situation. There's the Page of Wands. It's almost like he's saying goodbye, saying his piece, and moving on. And then here's the Ten of Wands. Looks like there's a lot to carry there. So I definitely see there's a movement. There's just a lot. The load's a little heavy. I'm going to go in with a few more cards here. So you've got two major arcanas in the background, the Moon and the Empress, both really feminine cards. The Moon is ruled by, the Moon is associated with the Moon, very feminine planet, and the Empress is ruled by Venus, so that rules femininity. So there's something about, like, I feel like there's this, your heart wants to push forward with something, but the rest of you is kind of saying, okay, go slow, nurture, be kind, don't take on too much. Yeah, and here's more about too much. Here's the Seven of Wands, a lot to oversee. And let's go again. What else do you need to know? There's a few too many cards there. We'll put them back in, shuffle a little more. Okay, and here's the Ten of Cups, this really beautiful, happy family card, kind of savoring this beautiful summer season, not overlooking the family, the bigger picture, by whatever it is that you're taking on here. I feel like there's some new project, contract, something that you're committing to, and you need to be very careful what it is you're committing to. Here's the Devil card. And so it's Capricorn, so there's some kind of, I'm seeing something with business. Make sure you're not taking on too much. Make sure that you're still going to be able to have time to spend with your family. Make sure that all the information is coming up, that there's nothing being held back. Here's the Empress card again. So more Venus. I was talking about Uranus in the sign of Taurus. The Empress is Taurus. So allowing that lightning bolt to come in and bring you the money that you need, bring you what you need, bring you whatever value that you need. Because as much as Pentacles is money, it's value. It's anything that's important to you. Okay, so we're going to do something fun. We're going to use some of these letter tiles and see if we can make any words here for you. And we're going to work with our Astro Dice and a few charms. So let's see what we've got as far as letters go. All right. A lot of vowels. First word that's coming up is soul, S-O-U-L. I'll take a picture of this at the end so you can see it. What else? Let's see, an A. I've got scar, soul scar. Or scare, soul scare, and N-O-O, some nose, some lot of O's. Okay, so the first things that are jumping out at me is scar, soul scar, and soul scare. So make sure that whatever soul wound is going on here, that you take a look at it. You don't just run from it. That you take a look at really what's going on there. What's coming up, what wants to heal. I'm gonna pull a few charms, and let me do the Astro Dice first. I've got Pluto in the 7th house in Gemini. Okay, so Pluto can definitely be those soul scars, those soul wounds, the deep stuff. It's Scorpio. It's in the sign of Sagittarius, what wants you to communicate. And it's in the 7th house, the house of relationships, the house of Libra. So maybe you've been married before. Maybe you've started a new business before. Maybe you've made some decision here before that brought you into some contract that you still have some scars over. But this is here to help heal that, to help find the balance so you don't take on too much, so that you don't neglect your family, so that you can still take some downtime. That's what I'm seeing. The Devil card wants you to look at anything that's buried down, old stuff, letting it come up. All right, let's see. We're going to use a few charms here, see what we get. We've got the number 74. We've got the letter G. Let's see if we can, oh, and then there's gone that I can make with the G, G-O-N-E. So the soul scar can be gone. The scare can be gone. I've also got the word made, M-A-D-E. Who? So who made this soul scar? Can also get rid of it. We've got an airplane here, a moon, a dragonfly, the number 4, and then the 74. So, those have any meaning to you, I will take a picture of this and post this so that you can see and you can put these letters into your own combination. So I'm going to pull an oracle card and we're going to call it a day. Let's see what we've got for you. This is the Relative Tarot Oracle, and you've got siblings. And it's interesting because Gemini rules siblings. So maybe siblings play some kind of role in this for you. It's definitely a relationship. Maybe there was an early on wound or scar, and everything is pointing towards it being gone now. Who made it? That is also the person who can release it. We've got this X here too, where it can be X'd out. I hope that was helpful. Have a great week. Pile number 2, the Sun. I love this one from the Dark Mansion Tarot. It looks like when you were a kid and you looked at the movie theaters, posters, and just in such awe. So starting this off with awe, let's see what else we've got going on for the week. We've got the Magician starting us off. We're just coming out of that Scorpio weekend. Making anything happen, all the magic, all the tools to make anything happen, to bring that awe into your life. Here's the 7 of Cups. Things are a little cloudy still. Might be a lot of different choices. It is a 7, so it's a spiritual path, so just keep moving forward. Here's the 8 of Pentacles. Hard work paying off. Coming in on your foundation position. Behind the scenes, you have the Star card, Aquarius. Looks like a lot has happened. The Tower has just come through before his previous card. So she's kind of recovering, pouring out what doesn't work, letting go. There's the King of Pentacles in the background, kind of assuring you that everything's there, lined up for you. Moving into the Page of Pentacles. It's like he's new at making some money or knowing his own value. It's coming up in the future position along with the Ace of Cups, Cup of Satisfaction. It's not a bad one to have come up in your future position. So it seems like there may be something new. Maybe you're going to change up how you make money. Maybe you're making a career change. Maybe some things haven't worked out there. Maybe there's been some changes, but everything's not clear yet, but you have all the magic, all the elements, everything you need to create the magic, to create the life that you're looking to make. Keep moving forward step by step. You're not always going to be able to see clearly, but that's okay. You're moving in the right direction. There's some new energy coming in. There's this young energy of the Page of Pentacles, kind of admiring the Pentacle Maid. Maybe you're going to have some new people looking at your products. Ace of Cups, something new. Another, a One of Water, along with the Magician being a One of Water. We have Temperance coming in here. Sagittarius. You know, we're starting off the week in Sagittarius. Temperance is ruled by Jupiter, planet of luck and blessings, of expansion, finding a balance between the heart and the mind. Here's the Six of Pentacles. I love that card. There's a financial transaction going on there. So I see something shifting with money, maybe some new clients, some kind of expansion happening for you. So let's see. I feel like I want to pull one more card. I'm going to go in here with the Elemental Wisdom Tarot, see if there's anything else here. Seven of Cups again. It's all lined up. It's a little foggy. This is ruled by Neptune, but that's okay. It is lined up, and eventually you will be able to see it. There's also the Knight of Cups. More of that water energy. I'm going to pull one more. It's the Death card, and so some changes are coming, and that's a good thing. We want that. We want clarity. Let's roll some dice here. We've got Uranus in Taurus, which I was just talking about it going into the Taurus in the 11th house. So I was talking about Uranus. Let that lightning bolt of divine insight, of change, come in and help change finances for the positive for you. It's the 11th house, so it's like the bigger picture, larger groups of people. It's a very logical house, and it's very forward thinking. It's very cutting edge, technology, all that kind of stuff. So envision this change coming in for you, this Death card working in your favor where things start to change for the positive. We're going to do some fun letter tiles here today. We're just mixing it up a little bit. We do in these readings. Let's see if any words can be formed. I'll take a picture of this too so I can post it for you to look at. All right, I've got a lot of R's. I've got the word, first word that's coming out is rate, R-A-T-E. We're talking about your finances. Maybe it's time to increase your rate. I have the word root. The root chakra, right? That's all about your value and really, are you charging enough? What are your beliefs about it? I've got one, the word one. And we saw we saw the Magician one, and we saw the Ace of Cups one. So that's what I'm getting, is really questioning your financial values, what you were taught. Maybe you think it's too much money to charge, but maybe it's not. If there was a couple more letters here I missed. I've got a T, A, V, and a U. And I've got the word tone. And anything else jumping out? A, V, R, no. I guess that's about all that I see. But I'm going to take a picture again so you can look at it and see if you can put any other words together. And I'm going to use some charms. It's a fun little mixture I've been collecting. Let's see what you've got. Okay, you've got the letter G, and so that could also make the word gate, or it could make the word great with a, oh, you can make it both ways, I guess. Great, G-R-A-T-E, or great, G-R-E-A-T. We've got the word who on this dice, and number 71 with an O on top of it. And then you've got this purple heart, a star, a dagger, a tree, a moose, a sun, and this really cool pendant that's got citrine in it. It's a tree of life. So you got two trees here. I bought this tree of life in Sedona as a symbol to myself for my business, that it was going to get bigger and bigger, which it has. So it's coming in here when we were talking about some shift happening with your business, staying true to who you are, making the changes that need to make so you can shine like the star. You did get the star card, and there is a star right here. And making the great life you want. Envision that lightning bolt of change coming into your finances, the right clients coming in, and really start to question your root ideas, what you learned as a child about money, and if that still works for you. Who taught that to you, and how you can be open to changing that. And sometimes it's just being open to changing that. So have a great week. Pile number 3, this beautiful sun card from the Light Seers Tarot. Such joy. Okay, so let's see what we have for you for this week ahead. Starting off with the Page of Cups. It's kind of young energy, contemplating this cup, almost like the Ace of Cups. And interesting, by the sea, kind of sailor, kind of searching, but almost like new emotion coming in. There's the Queen of Wands coming up to support the heart of the matter. Fire queen, she's a world traveler, she's really dynamic. So you got this bright sun and this bright Queen of Wands there supporting the heart that might feel a little bit new at this, or not really knowing all the time how to deal with emotions, or maybe you've taken on a new job. There's something young and new about it. Let's see what else is going on. Got the Queen of Cups, Queen of Emotion, out by the ocean. 2 queens in a row. In the background, we have this beautiful 4 of Wands. Almost looks like a wedding. Sending them off. It's definitely wedding season. There's the 8 of Coins. Wow, look at that. Hard at work, making these beautiful pentacles. So even there's kind of like, there's this idea almost like of a party, but then there's this idea of working hard. Let's see what else comes up. Here's the Hierophant, card of the year for 2021. Major Arcana number 5. It brings change. She brings a higher power in. It's interesting that it's almost like with this across from this wedding. Here's the King of Cups. We had the Queen of Cups. Here's the King of Cups. So I feel like we need more cards here, because I really am just seeing like a mix of summer, of fun, but of weddings, of wanting to get out there and live, but also having to work, and kind of just trying to find the balance between both. Let's see what we've got here. We've got the Chariot, ruled by, it's a Cancer card ruled by the moon. Number 7, wanting to move forward on your spiritual path, maybe just simply take a trip. The Queen of Cups is coming up again, out by the water, relaxing, enjoying, and I'm placing her right next to the King of Cups. And then we have the Hanged Man. Okay, so basically I'm just getting that this is the time, if you have a chance, if you are getting out of town, away from work a little bit, to savor the moment. I feel like I see, it's almost like family members, maybe you're going to a wedding, maybe you're getting out of town, and to just kind of savor the moment. And then it's interesting that the Hanged Man is coming up as like the farthest future position, and he's Virgo, and he's all about health and about looking at things from a different point of view. This is such a cool one because he looks like a spider or a bat. And so there, it's like take advantage of the opportunity, because then it's going to kind of get back to like the fun's going to slow down. So savor this time that you get to have this, because then it's going to be back to work. Here's these 3 of Pentacles, back to the plans. Right there with that Virgo card, which is so much about making plans. Let's do a few more cards and just see what else. I feel like I've missed something. The Knight of Swords, the Hermit, and the Empress. Okay, so I feel like there's just, you're going to be around people. You probably are going to be around family, or you're going to be around somebody's family. And just enjoy it, and then it's short-lived. You're gonna get out of town quickly. You've got the Knight of Swords here that just wants to get up and go. You've got the Empress and the Hermit. So just enjoy the beauty of the moment, and then you'll get back to what you've been doing. The Hermit likes to be alone. He's kind of like doing his studies. And so just savor the moment that's here, the joy that's here, but you will get back to what you've been doing, because it looks like you're doing some important stuff. And let's just see a little bit more about what you're doing. We've got the Wheel of Fortune and the 2 of Wands. She's kind of balancing the whole world in her hand there. And the Wheel of Fortune is definitely moving forward. It's a card of expansion. So yeah, just kind of savor it. Don't get too anxious that you have to maybe take a stop or travel somewhere to spend time. Just savor it. But what you're going to get back to is moving forward. I see it moving forward really quickly. You just kind of have to surrender to the moment, and the moment's really joyful. It's a 9 of Cups. It's really beautiful. So just kind of savor it and try to stay calm. You will recover your time and get back to what you need to be doing. So I hope you get to the ocean, because there's a lot of ocean or water references here. All right, I'm shaking up this little bag of, they're like from a Scrabble game, and we're gonna see what words come up for you. It was a little silly at first when I started working with them, and it's been amazing what's been coming through. So let's see what we've got. And I'm going to take a picture of this so that you can see it at the end, but I'm just going to quickly see what words that I can make with it. So we've got, what do we got? So far I see nothing. G-O-N-E, gone. We're talking about getting out of town. We also have cone. We also have anything else jumping out? Use and muse. Muse is a good one. Okay, so maybe when you do go, you'll get some form of inspiration. We have the Empress over here. There's some kind of beauty that's going to come in. There's something that's going to spark some idea for you. So use it and take advantage of it. Use that spark of creativity in whatever it is, these projects that you have going on. I want to roll the Astro dice. I want to use some charms here. We're getting fancy here, using all kinds of stuff. There's some more letters in here too, so we'll see what else comes up. And we have rolling off the table, G49. We've got a Z, a who. This one says who on it. A couple more letters. We got a Q. We got 2 Z's. So maybe you're gonna get some sleep. And do we have Queen? No. Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave these letters here for you to look at. And for as far as charms go, it looks like we only had 1 charm fall out. I'm gonna grab a couple more. Some of them are small on the bottom. Okay, got another G. And we've got a little baby. Got this first charm that fell out was one of a tree of life. It's citrine on it. I actually bought that out in Sedona as a symbol for myself of the expansion of my business. And really it took off very much after that trip. So that's coming in there, and it's kind of landed on the King of Cups. So it's like you need to take the time out, savor, have a good time, rest, relax. It's still part of the big picture. It's still part of the plan. You also got the sun, and you've got a turtle. So just kind of, you might feel like you're moving slowly, but this is part of it. You got to savor the moment. The baby's only going to be little once. Okay, let's see what your Astro dice are. You've got the North Node in Sagittarius in the 5th house. Okay, so the North Node, your soul's contract, what you came here to do, it's coming up as in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius likes to travel. We know that the beginning of this week, the moon is in Sagittarius, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So you've got this something important. North Node is like something important that you need to do, something important you need to learn. Sagittarius is the bigger picture. It rules this Wheel of Fortune card and also this Hierophant card. Also that Queen of Wands, here's the Hierophant card. That Queen of Wands is also a fire queen. She could be a Sagittarius queen. So you've got this North Node in Sagittarius that wants to travel, expand, see different things that are foreign to you, open up the picture bigger. And then the 5th house is Leo's house. It's the house of fun. It's the house of children, right? You roll this little baby and this young Page of Cups energy. So enjoy whatever family it is that you're around. Enjoy being out of town. Get some rest. Get an idea of who you are, especially if it's around family, your roots, and then get an idea of like I feel like an idea is going to come to you from it around the people that you're in. The muse came up. Some beauty that you're around that's going to inspire you. So, thanks for joining me. I'll post the picture of this stuff and have a great week.